Hello, everybody. I hope that you guys are having a good week. I'm coming to you all fancy dressed up in my bathrobe. I just got off of a call with the ladies in our Fit family. We lead these calls twice a month, and it's just a way for us to check in with each other, to kind of share a little bit about what we've learned on our journeys as challengers, and totally take off my coach hat and just remember what it was like to be a challenger at the very beginning stages of my health and fitness journey. And tonight, one of the things that we were really talking about is how so many of us started for the purpose of weight loss. But at the end of the day, it really came down to a question of, do I matter? Do I have self-worth? Do I value myself? And that was one of the things that we discussed on the call tonight. And pretty much it was unanimous that we all have struggled with that thought at one point or another. And that's one thing that I've learned in some of the personal development books that I've read, or the seminars that I've attended, is that so often we think that the negative thoughts that we're having, the struggle bus that we're riding, we're the only passenger on that bus. And that's a tactic of Satan. He wants to isolate you and make you feel like you are 100% alone in that struggle. So the first thing that I just want to share with you guys tonight, if you're struggling with self-worth, is know that you are not alone in that struggle. Every single person at some point has struggled with their self-worth, whether it was when you first started college, or when you were joining a new sports team in high school, or when you wanted to go out for the play in middle school but you weren't sure you could do that, or when you're starting a new career, or for me, big one was when I became a mom, like, who gave me this human? This is a bad idea. Like, I can't do this. Or newlyweds. Sometimes, the honeymoon phase wasn't there for Mark and I. So I questioned myself, am I really cut out to be a wife? Like, I'm not sure on this. So I want to share with you tonight, if you're struggling with self-worth, know that you aren't alone. Everyone out there has struggled with self-worth. The second thing that I want to share with you is, I beg you to dig into God's word, because it is a love letter to you. He made the ultimate sacrifice to show you how much worth you have. He gave his son. So if you're a parent out there, or even if you're not a parent, if you are a fur mom, or if you have nieces or nephews, or someone that you've just loved so very much, imagine sacrificing them for someone. That's how much God freaking loves you. So your self-worth is there, my friend. You are valued so very much. And then the third thing that I want to share with you is, this is a quick tip that I just learned on a podcast I was recently listening to, is if you are having one of those down moments, which we all go through those, even when I'm like on the top of my game, all of a sudden this bad day will come up out of nowhere, and I'm like, oh, I'm a terrible coach, I'm a terrible mom, I'm a terrible this, I'm a terrible that. It happens, right? And what the focus is on is me. I'm focused 100% on me and how I feel about me. And the fastest and easiest way to get out of that rut and out of questioning your self-worth is to turn your focus outward, to turn your focus on others, and realize that there's someone else in the world who needs you to show up. And it doesn't have to be a big way. So here's my challenge to you, my tip to you, super practical, super easy. If you're willing to, if you're really struggling with self-worth, I promise this is gonna be worth the little bit of uncomfortableness to realize you do make a difference in this world. And the challenge is to go and give someone a compliment. If you did not have self-worth and you gave someone a compliment, there would be no response. And I guarantee that if you go give someone a compliment today, and guys, it doesn't even have to be in person. It could be on social media, right? You know those people you're scrolling on Instagram or on Facebook and you're like, wow, that dress looks really great on her, but you just keep scrolling. If you're struggling with self-worth tonight, comment on their post with that compliment. And you'll be surprised that they love your comment back, or they give you an emoji of smiles, or they might even private message you like, wow, that really meant a lot. Thank you for taking the time to say that. If you're willing to do it in person, it's going to be that much better, because you get to see that little spark of joy in someone's face. And it doesn't have to even be someone you know. It could be the cashier. Hey, I really love those earrings. And watch them stop for a minute and be like, well, thank you. If you didn't have self-worth, your words wouldn't make a difference in their life, and your words make a difference in someone else's life. So 3 things for you to remember if you're struggling with your self-worth tonight is that You are incredibly worthy. You're not the only one who's had those thoughts. And go and give someone a compliment to realize that you do make a difference in this world. That's all I have for you guys tonight. I checked in with my community on our call tonight, and that was just something that was really like a big takeaway for me, is that we all have struggled with that. And it's such an easy, quick thing for us to do, to realize that we don't have to struggle alone, and that we can do something so easy and quick to make a difference in our mindset and in someone else's world. So go out there and compliment somebody tonight. Go do it now. Like, I'm not kidding. You're scrolling anyways. Go do it.